Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another Clash of Clans video. All this week, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be covering our latest CWL matchup. So we're going to look real quick at day one. We're going to do a real quick recap, and then we're going to look into what we got going on here on day two of the CWL. So this first war got away from us. We definitely got spanked pretty good. We had a few no-star hits, and we also left 3 attacks on the board that were unused. I don't know what was going on with that. Maybe, clan members get busy, that kind of stuff happens. Especially with like a casual play clan, because like if, family comes first, that's always been the rule here. So, I hope nothing, too serious came up that he had to attend to, but, we're going to take a look here at maybe a couple, hits here. We're going to look at King Werewolf, where he cleared his mirror, which is number 8. And we see here that King Werewolf is pretty well skilled in a Queen Walk attack. So he drops his baby dragon so he can start creating the funnel to make his queen go straight in instead of walking around toward the north part of the base. And he's going to work his queen in, and she's going to take out that skelly trap, and then she's going to step up and take out that air defense. Now he drops 2 golems and his wall wrecker and some wizards behind to kind of clear the trash on the sides, because when he drops his Valks, which he did right now, he wants them to go straight toward the middle. And his wall wrecker is working its way toward the town hall. That was a beautiful freeze on that Inferno, and then another freeze on the Inferno. That's beautiful. And the wrecker made it to the town hall, and he got caught in the little tornado trap there. Ice Golem pretty much froze everything very nicely, and the town hall goes down. The queen takes that northern Inferno Tower down, and now the second Inferno Tower goes down, and now it's just pretty much cleanup. From here, the core is destroyed, and he's got plenty of troops to finish this attack, and we're going to do 4 times on this. And we see that his queen actually, this is the first time me watching this replay, his queen actually is going to take out the remainder of this base, along with maybe a couple wizards trickle in. But it was a very, very nice attack. And yeah, Queen was a beast. She took care of that base. Very nice attack. And the thing with the CWL is you never know what kind of matchup you're going to get. Because they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 8, let me see, 7, yeah, that's a Town Hall 12, 7, they have 8 Town Hall 12s, 8 Town Hall 12s, and we only have 5, and then they have 1, 2, 3, 4 Town Hall 11s, and we only have 3. So in the middle of the map, we are definitely outnumbered, but here we have, these were the attacks not used. They would have been helpful to bring. I mean, we wouldn't have won the war, but it would have brought us a little closer to that 32 star range. So that way, like season info, see, like right now, we're still in last place. That's not good. And you don't have to win every war to win the season. You know, it's at the end of the season whoever has the most stars. Excuse me. So who knows? The number one clan, could have a slip up and, just totally get destroyed, in a couple wars or just really bad attacks, and you might go ahead of them. It's comes down to stars at the end of the season. So winning every war is not crucial, but getting as many stars as you can with the attacks you have is. So let's look at, I'm going to show the fails too. Well, like YouTube, all you see on YouTube, all they show are 3 stars. They don't show, the mess ups or the fails. So people learn from that. How are you going to learn if you don't fail or watch, what other people do to fail? So we see here that False Hope is boosting all his troops. So he's got fully maxed troops here. And he drops his golem, a couple giants on either end on the flanks. And he's dropping his wizards in. He drops his wrecker in. I would have dropped the wrecker in a little sooner. And those 2 jumps, I would have already had my witches out and my bowlers out. And I would have dropped those 2 jumps right here on these archer towers on the corners to get my troops in there so they don't get stuck on the wall. Nice freeze on the Eagle, but we see here that the clan castle is really going to tear up his troops here. It's this right here just it just looks like the timing was off. And he came close to the town hall, but he didn't get it. Normally, like bases like this, like these, you don't want to go into both Inferno Towers at the same time. Because that sometimes, can be a disaster. So let's look at this base. Let's look at this base here. Scout. Take a screenshot. Bring that up. Okay. All right. Now, when we... Oops. All right. Now, when we look at this base, you have an Inferno Tower here and here. Okay. And one here. All right. So now, the worst thing you want to do is to come in this way or this way. Why? Because both Inferno Towers up here are going to be hitting your troops at the same time. They're going to be going. They're both going to be hitting you at once, along with this one right here, and so that's 3 now. So you don't want that. You don't want that. What you want to do, or actually what I would do, is, let me just erase all this here. What I would do is come in from this angle here. I will come in from this angle here. Why? One Inferno, and that's it. That's all you're going to deal with until you get maybe to about here with your wall wrecker. Maybe a little more, when you come up to that expo. but only one Inferno Tower, okay, to deal with right off the bat, because the clan castle's coming out and everything else, is probably the best way to attack this base. So what you would do is you would drop, I'm going to use red for your giants. You would drop your giants like that. Okay. Yellow for the golem. Drop your golem right there. Okay. We'll go green for the wall wrecker. Wall wrecker right like that. Okay. Now you've got your jump spells. Okay. Once the wall wrecker breaks through this wall, you're going to drop your jump spell here and here. Why? So your troops will stay in a continuous line all the way down to base. That's what you want when you're using witches and bowlers and wizards. Okay? Now we'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. Now, once you drop your golems, your two giants, okay, and then your wall wrecker, I'm going to use green for the wall wrecker. Go right like that, like I said before, okay? Then you want to drop your wizards like this, like that. You know, you drop, sorry. It's a new app. I'm trying to get used to using it. You want to drop them, you know, take care of these corner buildings, and then start working your way over. Your witches, and a straight line behind them, along with your bowlers. Okay? And your troops are going to go straight here, like that. You're going to draw the CC. CC is probably going to come over this way. And that's when you drop your free spell. Right when they come out, you drop your free spell. Drop your free spell right here. As soon as it comes out, you drop it. You freeze the Inferno. You freeze that. You freeze the clan castle. And you hit a rage. Drop your rage. And what will happen is your troops will go right into the middle. They'll destroy all this. If you got two freeze, drop your second freeze right there on the multi-target. Why the multi-target? Because the multi-target is more dangerous to your witches than the single target. You never want to have a multi-target in front of either you got a heal or a freeze. A single target Inferno, you can let them bang on your skeletons all day, and the witches are just going to keep making more and more and more and more, and it's not going to matter. But if you have a multi-target Inferno Tower going after your witches or your skeletons, you know, sooner or later, you know, that if that witch is in range, that multi-target is going to start hitting your witches. So you want to freeze the multi-target, rage through the middle, and pretty much you would have came out here like this and you would have cleared the base. It's all in the way you hit it. It's all in the way you hit the base. But the key, oops, sorry, see what I mean? New app, I'm trying to get used to it. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. The key to this whole thing is to have your troops continuously in a straight line going down to base Just like that. From here all the way through to the backside. That's the key. That's the key. You're always going to want like a few bowlers, maybe a witch or a giant or some skeletons or something. You always want something here going down the gutters. You always want something going down the gutters here. Okay? To help stop your troops from going, putting their attention this way and making them go put their attention this way. You see? That's the key to hitting these bases. Okay? So, sorry about that. I'm going to reboot. So that's pretty much the way that you want to handle, bases like that with bowlers, witches, wizards. The key to that also is how are you going to hit the base? From what side, from what angle? Are you going to hit from the corner? Are you going to hit from the side? Are you going to start from the corner? Work your way over, and then, it all depends on how the base is laid out. So we're going to look at this base here, number 1. Scott hit it for 2 stars, and you see here we got a classic ring base. Okay. Now, normally the way that I hit ring bases is I drop my troops in a line from army camp to army camp. Then I start with my witches and bowlers in the corners, and I work toward the middle. My wall wrecker, I would drop right here on that builder's hut. And I would drop my 1 jump on this gold storage and another jump on that elixir storage. Now, what's going to happen when I do that? All these buildings here are going to be down by the time all these are gone. And my wall wrecker will be through this wall. My troops are going to follow while my other troops walk their way down and take care of all these defenses on the flanks and on the outside gutter. Because I'm almost positive some troops will stay on the outside. That's how I would hit the base. So now we're going to look at it and we're going to see how Scott hit the base. He got 82%, so he got pretty far in there. But we're going to see how Scott hits this base here. Yep, and he's going to come from the corner. He's going to come from the corner, and when he comes from the corner, what happens is you're going to get a good, you're going to get a pretty good attack. But there were troops up in the corner on the north that stopped and had to backtrack all the way around to get into the base from behind. Okay, so really what happened is when you hit from the corner, you can see that now what's going to happen is you're going to do the merry-go-round, and you're going to have to go all the way around the base, all the way up to this air defense up top here. And, he did a good job here, with his witches or whatever. He took the town hall out. But before he gets to any of these other defenses in the core, he has to come all the way up here first. And, as we can see, with this base being, almost fully max. I mean, there are some max defenses in this base, but we're going to see that he's not going to have enough either time or troops to finish, because this is the first time that I've watched this replay. So I'm watching this for the first time with you guys. So it was a pretty good attack on this base. We got an 82%, and they only got 1 star on him. So it worked out in that respect. But yeah, he's not going to have enough to finish, and we're just going to fast forward this. He's going to be banging on the wall, all that. Yeah, we're good. We're not going to watch that. Okay, so we see he got an 82%. And the thing with these CWL, like I was supposed to hit 4 yesterday. You know, same type of ring base type of deal. But then I looked at, I noticed 7 got hit, or 7 didn't get hit. So I just decided to go for 7. You know, just I don't know. I just liked the way that it looked. You know, I mean, I could have hit 5. You know, because 5 is the same type of, you know, square ring style base. But this here, you know, it's got the little boxes on the corner, and these boxes on the corner here are made to kind of deter your troops. You know, that they kind of make them go in awkward positions or awkward directions. So we're going to watch my replay, and we're going to see how I hit this base. I'm going to watch this replay real quick. And you're going to see I'm going to come from up in this area here. And you're going to see exactly what I was talking about in that drawing. You're going to see exactly what I was talking about. Wrecker into the town hall. Now watch. Once it breaks through, 2 jump spells. Look at my troops. Straight line all the way down the base. Wall wrecker. Going into the middle, I kind of fired on that, misjudged on that freeze spell. I got the second freeze right. You know, still got that single target pounding away on my wall wrecker, but I don't care because I got Valks in there, and they're going to go through and just tear the base up. E-drag and loon, you know, it's not that hard to handle and get rid of. But you see that my troops are still going in a straight line. They're going in a straight line all the way through. I got a witch on the outside. She was taking care of some stuff. There's a witch still on the inside there, pulling up the rear, you know, with skeletons distracting that archer tower. And we see that my troops made it all the way through the base, just the way I said in the drawing. And a 100%. You know, it doesn't matter that the base I hit was, you know, lower level or not max, because you can mess up on a base that's not max. So as a result of, you know, 3 missed attacks and, you know, a couple 1-star, a couple no-star attacks, we lost this war 19-32. But now we're going to just take a quick look and see what we have here going on day 2. And day 2, it looks a little better for us here. Because Todd, yeah, wow, he almost cleared that. So this is what we're looking like right now on War 2, day 2 of the CWL. We're up 15-10. There's 8 hours left. And I will be back tomorrow with another video recapping day 2. And like I said, I will be recapping all these wars all week. So there will be a video out every day this week. So I hope you enjoyed the video and picked up a few pointers and tips, maybe to help you out in your attacks. If you saw something that I didn't see, or you know of something that I didn't mention that might help, please comment down below. please like, comment, and subscribe. And until tomorrow, have a great day, everyone.